Welcome back. I want to be upfront about this lecture. UCP 600 has 39 articles, and some trade finance trainers will take you through every single one. We are not going to do that. Not because the rules are unimportant, but because memorizing 39 articles is not what makes you effective on a trade finance desk. Knowing where to look and knowing which articles actually come up in practice, that is what matters. So here is the efficient version. UCP stands for Uniform Customs and Practice for Documentary Credits. It is published by the International Chamber of Commerce and currently on its 2007 revision, the 600th ECC publication, which is where the 600 comes from. It is 39 articles governing how LCs work, when banks must pay, how documents are examined, and what constitutes a compliant presentation. UCP 600 is not law, but when an LC states subject to UCP 600, and virtually every commercial LC does, these rules govern the transaction. Without this shared rulebook, every bank in every country would apply different standards, and cross-border documentary trade would be unworkable. The 6 articles that actually matter. Article 4 is the legal foundation of the autonomy principle. The LC is independent of the underlying sale contract. Whatever dispute arises between buyer and seller, the bank's payment obligation is not affected. Article 5 is perhaps the most important single sentence in all of trade finance. Banks deal in documents, not in goods or services. One sentence. Everything else flows from it. Article 14 sets the standard for examination. Banks have 5 banking days to examine documents and decide whether to honor or refuse. Documents are examined on their face. The bank does not verify whether the physical goods match. Article 16 governs what happens when documents are discrepant. If the bank refuses, it must issue a single notice listing all discrepancies at once. It cannot come back later with additional grounds for refusal, and it must do so within the 5-day window. A bank that fails to notify properly loses its right to refuse. Article 29 provides that if an expiry date falls on a non-banking day, it automatically extends to the next banking day. Simple but frequently misunderstood. Article 30 allows a tolerance of plus or minus 5% on the LC amount and quantity, unless the LC explicitly prohibits it. This saves a significant number of transactions from unnecessary discrepancy. The remaining articles cover specific document types: bills of lading, airway bills, insurance certificates. The practical requirements have already been covered in Lecture 3. When you need to check a specific rule on a live transaction, you look it up. The ICC Banking Commission also publishes formal opinions on disputed interpretations, a useful resource when a discrepancy issue escalates. UCP 600 is the shared language of LC transactions globally. Know it exists, know what it does, and know those 6 articles. You are not expected to recite 39 rules. You are expected to know what questions to ask and where to find the answers. In the next lecture, we bring UCP 600 to life: document examination, strict compliance, and what actually happens when a presentation lands on the desk.